LinkedIn's own data made me cancel premium, sharing what I found. Let's go over this Reddit post and then perhaps I'm going to give some commentary. I've been job searching for a few months and kept seeing the premium episode everywhere. So before I subscribed again, I actually looked into what LinkedIn claims it does. They say premium career users are 3.9x more likely to get hired and get 8x more recruiter views. That sounds like a no brainer, but when you dig into the final print, the 8x view stat only applies if you're already flagged as a top 50% applicant on a role that has at least 10 applications. 10 applications. LinkedIn is comparing people applying to roles they're already strong matches for versus everyone applying broadly. That's not a premium benefit, that's just applying smart, which is free. The InMail thing is worse. You get 5 credits a month. Average InMail response rate are below 10% now, down from around 18% a few years ago. So statistically, you're paying 40%, $40 for a month for maybe zero replies. And the who viewed your profile feature, which is honestly the main reason I used it, doesn't actually tell you much. Recruiters browse passively all the time, building pipelines for roles that don't exist yet. A view is not an interest. The thing that actually caught my interest was this: the top applicant badge that premium surfaces is not visible to hiring managers in most ADS systems. A recruiter I found who had tested this for a month admitted the badge mostly just encouraged her to apply to roles she'd normally talk herself out of. So what you might actually be buying is confidence. I've been trying resume, worded, and a few other things since canceling. Curious what's actually generated results for others. Someone says I equate LinkedIn Premium to being an Uber Platinum driver. It means nothing. Someone says, which is, by the way, this is the commentary I wanted to say. This is what I wanted to share, but I found it here in the comments. What about adding notes, messages to invites? This is capped in free and paying in the XYZ. When I am on a conference, I like to add a few words to contextualize the connection for the future and consider buying just for this reason. Someone says premium is all just marketing. You don't get your money's worth. Well, to me, premium, or like the reason I would get premium, is one thing. One, actually, two things. One, a higher connection requests limit per week. Now, what's the limit? They don't tell you because it depends on how old your account is and how big your account is and how many requests do people on average, or how much is the percentage of your acceptance when you send connection requests. If it's high, they're going to allow you to send more connection requests. And what I've found is the more that people accept you on LinkedIn as a connection, the higher your weekly limit would be for how many connection requests you can send. But what's true is, if you are on a premium plan, whether it's Sales Navigator on LinkedIn or just the regular premium, your connection requests limit is way higher than when you're on the free account. That's one. So that's reason one. Reason two is the ability to send messages with your connection requests, with your invites. This is also another reason I would get the premium. But as someone who's looking for a job, I would totally understand this concern, and I actually agree with this, which is, it doesn't matter if you have a premium or not when you're applying for jobs. Technically, what you're actually doing when what you actually need to be doing when you're applying for jobs is to apply smarter for jobs that you are a fit to, or for jobs that you have the experiences that they require. Other than that, would be a waste of money. However, if you're applying smart, part of applying smart would be to not just leave the job application sitting there, to actually find the person who's hiring in that specific company and then send them a connection request with the message. And this is how I've hired my most of my team in my agency. I've actually Most of my team reached out in messages, not just job applications. So it's arguable that, okay, do I need the premium to actually, will I be more visible to job applications if I have the premium? Well, not necessarily, but if you have the premium, it enables you to send messages to those in HR, which means you're still getting some value from your premium subscription. This is how I would personally frame it. Um, Not actually frame it. This is how I would personally perceive it. If you're new to this channel, what I do is I read people's posts on Reddit that are LinkedIn related. something about LinkedIn, and then I give my commentary. And thank you for watching, and see you in future videos.